Hello everyone and welcome to 4 of the 4 videos. I recently won a lot of box sets at work of 4K for best looking department, sales versus budget, that kind of stuff. So massive thank you to everyone who helps us with that. And I've been waffling away for about half an hour now. We've talked about Hitchcock. It's not Hitchcock. I don't know where Hitchcock's gone. Hitchcock was around Hitchcock, Mad Max, and we've just talked about Rocky. And basically I had all these box sets. So the last one, they've been sitting on the floor now for about 6 weeks, and I'm having a bit of a clear up today, and this is an ongoing project to sort this shit out. But I want to talk about the Batman 4K box set, and I actually want to open this because there's a bit of a spoiler on the back, so could be quite an interesting one. So does anyone remember when Theo sent me to some random guy's house in Washington, and the guy, it's on the channel, and the guy left us loads of stuff in his shed outside his house. It was terrifying, but I finally got used to these Batmans, because you want to talk about Batman. Obviously I grew up with that Batman, and then you got Batman Returns, and you got Batman and Robin, and Batman Forever, and yeah, these have been around for a while, Warner Brothers releases. And I love Batman. I love when I remember Batman as a kid, seeing it in the hype, and then I remember the countdown to Christmas for Batman Returns when it came out the pictures, and then I just remember the hype about Batman Forever going to the pictures and actually take the day off school, my mum to go and see it. The rise of Jim Carrey being so popular at the time as well, and like realising like where the fuck to go. Now the Batman franchise is all over the place, you know. And I think with the original VHSs, that's all you needed with the original cover. That was the logo, that was the step away from the campy original Adam West kind of Batman, you know, with the pop art kind of Batman spelt in a word of a bat. The logo, fresh, and then obviously that's, you know, that's a widescreen edition, but by that point you had Michael Keaton, Michelle Pfeiffer, Danny DeVito on the front cover. Batman Forever as well had the sort of the aura of casts down there. Everyone needs a name on the box, everyone needs the shots, and then Batman and Robin had all the heads on it. So they went very colour oriented. So I think colour is the most important thing. I think when you think about the first Batman, you think yellow. I think from its original case, its sample sleeves, it was very yellow. Batman, I would say, was a very light blue. Batman Returns, green for Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin, I would say red, Robin. So yeah, I think there's colour there with that. Now, I do have a box set on Blu-ray, and one of them is not in the box set. So that's it. There's 2 variants of this. There's that, and then there's one of the shadow outline of Batman. Obviously, you put Batman on the front cover. Batman's played by 3 different actors across the series, so you can't really put it. So there's like a silhouette outline. But I've had this one a while. Batman and Batman Returns are very interesting on Blu-ray, because it seems to be one of the only films that Tim Burton has sat down and done the audio commentary for. Some of his classic films like Sleepy Hollow and that just don't have it. Does he do it on Beetlejuice? I'm not sure. Joel Schumacher as well sits down. There is a documentary split across all 4 discs of this as well, which is quite interesting. It seems to be quite heavy at the start, and by the time you get to Batman and Robin, it's like 1 episode. But Batman and Robin is not in that box set. Why? Because Batman and Robin on Blu-ray, I can go over here. So I'll just go in that shot. Oh no. Corey Haim pops up in Batman and Robin, so it's in the Corey Haim collection. Corey Haim notoriously was known for being given the role of Robin after Marlon Wayans stepped down from it, and was completely off his tits. So they went, no. Could have been Corey Feldman as well, but I think that they really wanted him, but wrong place, wrong time kind of stuff. So picking up that is one I got free. I thought, well, you know, I'm not going to spend that, because this is retail about £40 this. And it's good to get it in for the collection. Again, this is essentially for my Corey Haim collection, Batman and Robin on 4K. So it's a nice box set. There's the silhouette I was talking about. So before, when I was on about the silhouette and all that, it's actually there. So that cover is on the DVD and Blu-ray now. Like the silhouette of the Bat, you know, 4-film collection, 89 to 97. So Warner Brothers could essentially do a Batman box set again across like the Dark Knight and all that, and then, you know, Batman versus Superman and all that limbo, but they keep these separate. Let's have a look. Been a couple of times I've attempted to buy some more stuff. So first off, very hard plastic. Nice print on the box. It's got a nice shine. It's a nice cover. Stuff like Arrow and stuff do them now and are very recycled, but that's got a very nice glossy finish. So I knew that was going to smell as soon as hello. Hey, I am Batman. Hey, I'm Batman. Hi, hi. High off the box fumes. Wow. Ooh, horrible. Ugh, that's horrible. So when these came out, they had slip covers. So right, let's go for Batman. First Batman. So there we go. Here they are. They're not flip covers. These are the new covers. Whew, I don't like these. So hang on. There we go. Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, blue, yellow, purple, green hair. I don't like that. Kim Basinger's had a name checked on it as well because it was always Nicholson, Keaton, Batman. That's the way it always was. So Kim Basinger has got a name checked on there as well. Do an arty farty disc, and you get the standard disc there. I do not like that. I just like black box and the black symbol, that symbol in the middle, black. Would have looked sick. Would have looked sick. Next one, ooh, Batman Returns. Again, they've went for that. That's pretty ugly. That's pretty ugly. Well, at least they got this one right, but again, the photoshopping, the green. Really bad chop outs. I do not like them as artworks. They are butt ugly. I think they could have done a lot better with them. And again, I know we talked about Batman and Robin, but when you put Mr. Freeze on the front cover, holy shit, that is so bad. Arnold Schwarzenegger, George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell, Una Thurman, Lucia Silverstone, and Corey Haim, and Coolio. So that's the one I want for my collection. They are butt ugly. They're horrible. They are really shit. But again, I won it. So yeah, see you in the outtakes. So, thank you for watching these 4 videos. If you've watched this one first, try to make sure you watch them in some kind of order. I think out of all of these, you know, looking at box sets and just looking around, and you know, Police Academy, it's there. You know, Blu-ray, defaulted, didn't have to pay anyone for licenses other than put your faces on them, I guess. There's Gotham. Been a nice collection. I know what you did last summer. These Blu-ray boxes. There's a nice John Carpenter one over here, actually. Grabbing box sets. Nice cover, a lot of films. I think of all these box sets I've opened today, I think like as a collector, and yes, we are moving into a new generation where it's no longer VHS and you've got this definition and the colours, the darks, the lights, your telly, the sound. As a collector, you're kind of on the fence, I would say, at the moment, because like there's one about making these products, spending some money, distribution. So for example, I did a video about the Loch Ness before. I don't know where it's gone to. It's down here. And you're talking distribution about that. Was £17 retail. And it's got a slip. And a lot of people like slips, and that's a hard slip. But like when you buy a box set, I kind of feel like, you know, I feel the ones I've opened today are quite rushed into development. I don't see like having it on the shelf and it being a super edition. I'm just trying to find a good example of what I'm waffling about. Like, you know, like there's a throwaway Die Hard. It's 1 to 4. Again, you've got the films in the box set. That's it. But like, if you really like this, a great example actually. Well, sort of. The Universal Munster box set. Like, this came out on 4K, and it's a slim box like that, and they're all just shoved in. You want it as a collector to be going, wow, look at this, look at that, look at all this kind of stuff. You can get postcards. You know what I mean? A lot of people go, well, what do you do with them? And like, but again, you could frame them up, you can make art with it, and just like stuff like that. As a collector, I think that's what you should get in a lot of stuff. There's not many box sets jumping in my mind now that are on 4K that have actually done the polished versions, like the art cards. I mean, Arrow is dabbling into 4K now in some of their special editions, like Candyman will come out. But I'll still say this with Arrow, like, there's the box, you get a book, you get like a little arty-farty thing, but I think this is a waste, personally. I mean, I've never opened this, but there you go. I probably have in one of my videos actually. The paper's quite cheap. It's starting to tear already, even though it's never hardly been opened. Look at that there. And I would say, instead of wasting all that, do a little business card with a code on. You've bought the box set, you go online, you go on the website, and if you're willing to pay the postage, because that's the only way they'll do it, they're not going to post stuff for free, are they? You post it, pay the postage, got the code, you've bought it, and they send you a rolled poster. And you know, could be a bit bigger size and all that, but I think they just get totally damaged in the boxes, and I think that's something that should change. But again, with Arrow you get stuff like that. The price difference between there is a £5, and I kind of feel like that is absolutely jam-packed. That has an interview with a director. I just think like certain companies, they either go all out or they go 100 miles an hour. I just don't think that has any character to it. I think it's a standard release. What else have I been chucking around? The Rocky box set, as I said. Where's the 5th one? Or Balboa. You know, but again, it's for space, and that's, again, the collector. People like myself here was just chucking stuff everywhere. Like putting stuff in there. You want a special edition. You want some kind of like, oh, look at this, like the thing here. Like, what's that? Do I need another copy of the thing? No, obviously I don't. But again, what's in here? And these are limited, little run. But again, you've got to be on top of it. Open it up. Man's the warmest place to hide. God, I can't even remember buying this. If I probably would have bought that online. I totally forgot. I even did this. But again, it's alright. I've got a few copies of the thing. You kind of want that. But as a collection as well, you get that, you get a little badge, you get a little jacket for your badge, and then you discard the plastic and then it becomes loose in the box. But you can't win. But I will say this though, people like myself want films like One Crazy Summer finally came out, which I've only ever had on VHS. We want this kind of stuff coming out. We don't want repackaged stuff again and again and again. And again, I think we're just collector's editions themselves. I think you want, you know, the Hitchcock box set was a perfect example. You want to see it. Johnny Mnemonic, I did feel a bit cheaped out that you didn't get the black and white edition. But you kind of want that as a collector, you know. So right, thank you for watching all these waffles and rants. I need to put this shit all back to where it came from. Goodbye for now.